Okay, hi everybody. We don't run our business in a vacuum, right?
No.
Sort of like you got your things that you do and you just keep doing them. It's really helpful to continually reassess how you run your business and what works and what doesn't. And one way to do that is by doing customer surveys. So I have some tips for how to put together a really good customer service to find out from the people that are already using you what's working for them and what you could improve on. And I think depending on how you set up a survey, it could be really useful or maybe not as useful for you. So I thought this was interesting. So the first thing is to define your objectives. So why are you doing the survey? Do you want to increase the amount of customers that you have, or do you want to increase customer retention? Are you getting people but then they don't stick around for a long time or whatnot? And so once you define your objectives, then you kind of work backwards and figure out what your questions are going to be. And I think with working with your questions, there's some things to keep in mind. And I kind of feel like Malia today. I'm going to sound like Malia.
Okay.
Malia hat on. So write questions that are simple and to the point.
Yes.
Check for bias. So instead of asking the customer service representatives that were friendly, do you agree with this statement? Sort of like you're kind of pushing them to answer a certain way, because a lot of people don't want to offend you. They, want to be tactful. So instead, you could be like, how would you rate the level of friendliness with our customer service, and put like 1 through 5 or whatnot. So checking for bias, writing questions that are simple and to the point. Use words with clear meaning. So instead of using words like most, numerous, and many, use words like almost all, a majority of, or almost none. And then limit the number of ranking options. So you don't want to have them rank more than 6 options at a time. And if you have multiple choice questions, make sure that your options don't overlap. Like for example, if you have like a question that talks about someone's age range, don't give them 2 options like 18 to 25, 25 to 35. Don't have them overlap. The basic point is you don't want to confuse people, because then they'll get frustrated and they won't want to do your survey. And then avoid what they call double-barreled questions. So do you feel like our staff is friendly and knowledgeable? Someone might not think they're friendly, but think they're knowledgeable. So just ask one thing at a time, otherwise you'll get results which aren't accurate. And then avoid offering too few or too many options in your questions. And they say that the magic number for how long a survey should last is no longer than 8 minutes. So if it takes longer than 8 minutes to fill it out, it's too long. And a great thing to do before you send it out is to try it on your friends and family. Be like, I have this survey, fill it out. You get a really good idea of how long it takes. And then you also get some first-hand information of like, what are you asking with this question? That was confusing, or I don't really know how to answer that, or whatnot. And it's always also good to give someone an option of does not apply. That's a better answer than having them pick between yes or no, because they may just not have the information yet to properly answer that question. And then collect results and analyze data. So you can do that yourself, or if you want to do a survey online, there's lots of different survey companies which are free. Like SurveyMonkey is one of them. I'm sure there's a billion other ones. But that can help you sort of compile your data and help you figure out how to shift what you're doing already by the results that you get. That's about it.
Awesome.